In Phase 2 of Season of Discovery, every warrior will be wanting to get their Whirlwind Axe as fast as they can. Now, warriors get their quest for the Whirlwind Axe at level 30, and part of that quest chain requires an item that drops off level 38 to 39. That's where we come in. Warriors will really struggle to farm this axe, but level 25 hunters will have no problem killing the elementals by kiting and farming these charms. Here's how you can farm them to stockpile the charms for Phase 2. For the Whirlwind Axe quest, warriors need to collect 3 different types of charms, and they need 8 of each of them, giving these charms a lot of value. These charms are farmed exclusively in Arathi Highlands, and they're at 3 different locations. Now, Burning Exiles, they're located on the west side. They drop the Burning Charms. We have Thunder Exiles, kind of in a central spot where they drop the Thundering Charms. And lastly, the Cresting Exiles are in the northeast, dropping the Cresting Charms. Each of these elementals has about a 33% chance to drop each charm, providing a really consistent farm. For talents, you will want to dump all of your points into Marksmanship, picking up Aim Shot, 3 points into Hawkeye, and 2 points into Improved Hunter's Mark. I find that Improved Aspect of the Hawk doesn't get a lot of value in this farm, and Hawkeye is particularly important for the Wind Elemental farm, which we'll get to a little bit later. For runes, you should always use Heart of the Lion and Kill Command for this farm, but you'll need to flex your hand rune depending on which elemental you're fighting. So let's start with the Fire Elemental, where you'll want to be using Chimera Shot. For your opener, you want to cast Aim Shot and Multi-Shot to start the kite. Send your pet in, cast Kill Command, and kite the elemental down the road, casting Chimera Shot and Multi-Shot on cooldown. Do your best to get off as many autos as you can, and utilize Concussive Shot to help slow down the elemental to get off additional auto attacks. While this path is definitely the most convenient, there are a few things you need to keep in mind when you're running down the road. Raptors can wander close to the road and aggro you. There is a horde patrol of undead that will just mess you up. And if you're on a PvP server, you need to be careful because you could absolutely run into a player of the opposing faction who may or may not mess you up as well. If you find that you need an alternate route for the kite due to PvP being troublesome, or maybe the patrol is in your way, you can opt to kite along Thoradin's wall. Simply pull the mob to the west and head north, hugging the wall, as no mobs will spawn anywhere near the wall, and your path should have plenty of room for the kite. Again, here, this is just textbook kiting, running, using your cooldowns as you go, and making sure you don't let the elemental ever hit you, as you have Aspect of the Cheetah up the whole time for all of these kites. For Alliance players, the Wind Elemental farm is extremely simple as they spawn just outside of Refuge Point. Make your way just out of town and head over this hill where you'll find a cluster of elementals at another point. And for these poles, the one main difference is your opener is the same, but when you're kiting, you basically want to shoot multi-shot or explosive shot and then run away immediately. You'll see the cast bar at the top of the elemental there. You want to step away, step back in, shoot, step away as soon as it starts casting, step back in, get off your attack, start running. Again, get out of range of that ranged attack, and then step back in. Use your abilities, rinse and repeat. You'll want to continue to kite the Wind Elemental down into town. And slowly just whittle them down, getting your kill. If you get hit by a few of the elemental attacks, it's not a big deal. You can definitely survive quite a few, and honestly, if you had better gear, you could probably face tank half the fight if you wanted to. The additional 6 yards of range that you get from Hawkeye talents with 3 points in it makes this just trivial, and I can't recommend it enough if you're going to do this farm. Last but not least, we have the Water Elemental. And these guys are going to be going back to Chimera Shot. Same opener with the aim shot, multi-shot. And you just want to basically kite them from this location down the hill, kind of staying close to the ledge where that rock is, and bring them down to this open area where there's no mobs that spawn and it's perfectly safe to just kite around. And you can do circles or do whatever you want, as it's a big open area with really nothing to worry about. The only thing to note with the water elementals is they do have a close range Frost Nova spell, so your pet will be more or less useless as it will consistently be getting rooted to the ground. Wind Serpents suffer from the same problem. Their ranged attack won't quite reach these elementals, so your pet won't be doing too much here, so don't worry about it. That's pretty much it for the Arathi Charm Farm. And, I'm going to be stockpiling these charms over the next couple of weeks before Phase 2 comes out, as it should make for a really strong payout with each charm selling for about 2 gold a piece on my server. That price could go up, could go down. It's hard to say, but hopefully this, guys, helps you out, and thanks for watching.